All righty, everyone good? We are calling this meeting of the Hackensack City Council to order. It is Tuesday, June 16th, 2026. It is 5:32 p.m. If you can read the notice, please.
This meeting is being held in accordance with the Open Public Meeting Act, NJSA 10:4-6 et sec, notice of which was posted on the municipal website pursuant to Public Law 2025, Chapter 72.
Thank you. Roll call, please.
Mayor Gaines?
Here.
Deputy Mayor Toomey?
Here.
Councilman Carroll?
Here.
Councilwoman Clark Collins?
Here.
Councilman Diaz?
Here.
We have a quorum.
Please rise to the flag salute. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to ask for a motion to approve the minutes of the May 26, 2026 council meeting.
If there are no corrections, I'm in favor.
Second.
Thank you. All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Thank you. I'm going to ask for a motion for a resolution to go into executive session to discuss ongoing litigation, matters involving attorney-client privilege, matters involving the purchase, lease, or acquisition of real property, and or any pending or anticipated litigation or contract negotiations. Can I have a motion, please?
I'll make a motion.
Second.
Okay, thank you. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Okay, we are going to aim to be back out at 6:30. Thank you.
Coming soon to Hackensack.
We will be perfect.
Can't do it.
I'm not good enough.
I'm a baseball player now.
You drop a pass, you run a mile. You miss a blocking assignment, you run a mile. You fumble the football, you will run a mile. Perfection.
This summer, champions rise under the stars.
Let's go to work.
From the slam dunk action of Space Jam to the emotional journey of Inside Out 2, the inspiring story of Remember the Titans, and the ultimate underdog story, Rocky. Don't miss Movies Under the Stars at Atlantic Street Park.
Join us for Sunset Yoga.
Have you signed up for our Nixle alerts yet? Nixle keeps you up to date by text and email with instant updates from our Office of Emergency Management, so you can get important information when it matters most. Get alerts about severe weather, emergency situations, road closures, severe traffic, criminal activity, and local events. Signing up is quick and easy. Text 07601 to 888-777. That's 07601 to 888-777. Don't wait. Sign up for Nixle alerts today and stay connected to what's happening in Hackensack. Stay informed and connected with everything happening in the city of Hackensack by subscribing to the Hackensack Weekly newsletter. Each week, you'll get the latest updates on city services, events, important announcements, and more, delivered right to your inbox. Signing up is quick and easy. Just visit the city website to join. And if you have something to share, the newsletter includes a community bulletin for local announcements and events. Send your submissions to news@hackensack.org.
Coming soon to Hackensack.
We will be perfect.
Can't do it.
I'm not good enough.
But I'm a baseball player now.
You drop a pass, you run a mile. You miss a blocking assignment, you run a mile. You fumble the football, you will run a mile. Perfection.
This summer, champions rise under the stars.
Let's go to work.
From the slam dunk action of Space Jam to the emotional journey of Inside Out 2, the inspiring story of Remember the Titans, and the ultimate underdog story, Rocky. Don't miss Movies Under the Stars at Atlantic Street Park.
Join us for Sunset Yoga.
Have you signed up for our Nixle alerts yet? Nixle keeps you up to date by text and email with instant updates from our Office of Emergency Management, so you can get important information when it matters most. Get alerts about severe weather, emergency situations, road closures, severe traffic, criminal activity, and local events. Signing up is quick and easy. Text 07601 to 888-777. That's 07601 to 888-777. Don't wait. Sign up for Nixle alerts today and stay connected to what's happening in Hackensack. Stay informed and connected with everything happening in the city of Hackensack by subscribing to the Hackensack Weekly Newsletter. Each week, you'll get the latest updates on city services, events, important announcements, and more, delivered right to your inbox. Signing up is quick and easy. Just visit the city website to join. And if you have something to share, the newsletter includes a community bulletin for local announcements and events. Send your submissions to news@hackensack.org.
Coming soon to Hackensack.
We will be perfect.
Can't do it.
I'm not good enough.
But I'm a baseball player now.
You drop a pass, you run a mile. You miss a blocking assignment, you run a mile. You fumble the football, you will run a mile. Perfection.
This summer, champions rise under the stars.
Let's go to work.
From the slam dunk action of Space Jam to the emotional journey of Inside Out 2, the inspiring story of Remember the Titans, and the ultimate underdog story, Rocky. Don't miss Movies Under the Stars at Atlantic Street Park.
Join us for Sunset Yoga.
Have you signed up for our Nixle alerts yet? Nixle keeps you up to date by text and email with instant updates from our Office of Emergency Management, so you can get important information when it matters most. Get alerts about severe weather, emergency situations, road closures, severe traffic, criminal activity, and local events. Signing up is quick and easy. Text 07601 to 888-777. That's 07601 to 888-777. Don't wait. Sign up for Nixle alerts today and stay connected to what's happening in Hackensack. Stay informed and connected with everything happening in the city of Hackensack by subscribing to the Hackensack Weekly Newsletter. Each week, you'll get the latest updates on city services, events, important announcements, and more, delivered right to your inbox. Signing up is quick and easy. Just visit the city website to join. And if you have something to share, the newsletter includes a community bulletin for local announcements and events. Send your submissions to news@hackensack.org.
Coming soon to Hackensack.
We will be perfect.
Can't do it.
I'm not good enough.
I'm a baseball player now.
You drop a pass, you run a mile. You miss a blocking assignment, you run a mile. You fumble the football, you will run a mile. Perfection.
This summer, champions rise under the stars.
Let's go to work.
From the slam dunk action of Space Jam to the emotional journey of Inside Out 2, the inspiring story of Remember the Titans, and the ultimate underdog story, Rocky. Don't miss Movies Under the Stars at Atlantic Street Park.
Join us for Sunset Yoga.
Have you signed up for our Nixle alerts yet? Nixle keeps you up to date by text and email with instant updates from our Office of Emergency Management, so you can get important information when it matters most. Get alerts about severe weather, emergency situations, road closures, severe traffic, criminal activity, and local events. Signing up is quick and easy. Text 07601 to 888-777. That's 07601 to 888-777. Don't wait. Sign up for Nixle alerts today and stay connected to what's happening in Hackensack. Stay informed and connected with everything happening in the city of Hackensack by subscribing to the Hackensack Weekly Newsletter. Each week, you'll get the latest updates on city services, events, important announcements, and more, delivered right to your inbox. Signing up is quick and easy. Just visit the city website to join. And if you have something to share, the newsletter includes a community bulletin for local announcements and events. Send your submissions to news@hackensack.org.
You ready? Okay, thank you for your patience. We are out of executive session. We have a number of proclamations and presentations for this evening. However, we're going to go a little bit out of order today, so I'm going to ask for everyone just to bear with me, and I'm going to ask for the council to bear with me as well. Right now, I'm going to ask for, we're going to call Resolution 160-26, which is the resolution commemoratively renaming the intersection of Beach and 2nd Street to Gordon Scooter Whiting Way. And if our clerk doesn't mind, I'm going to read the resolution. Is that okay? All right. Resolution commemoratively renaming the intersection of Beach Street and 2nd Street to Gordon Scooter Whiting Way. Whereas Gordon Scooter Whiting was a devoted member of the Hackensack community, a proud Comet for life, whose career in service to the city of Hackensack and its young people spanned decades and left an enduring mark on countless lives. And whereas Mr. Whiting served with distinction as a football and basketball coach and as athletic director for the Hackensack School District, dedicating himself tirelessly to the development of student athletes, both on and off the field. And whereas, as a coach, Gordon Scooter Whiting was far more than a tactician. He was a mentor who believed in young people before they believed in themselves, pushing student athletes to be tougher, more disciplined, more accountable, and better prepared for the challenges of life beyond sports. And whereas Mr. Whiting embodied the core values of Hackensack football: pride, toughness, and brotherhood, and was widely regarded by generations of student athletes as someone who represented everything those values stand for. And whereas, as athletic director, Mr. Whiting provided steady and principled leadership over the district's athletic programs, supporting coaches, student athletes, and the broader school community with dedication, integrity, and an unwavering commitment to excellence. And whereas Mr. Whiting served as an assistant principal within the Hackensack School District, extending his influence beyond athletics and into the full academic life of the community he loved. And whereas Gordon Scooter Whiting was a long-time Hackensack resident whose family is deeply rooted in this community, and who, together with his wife, Hackensack Middle School Principal Dr. Joy Whiting, represent the very best of public service and commitment to the city of Hackensack. And whereas Mr. Whiting passed away on May 15th, 2026, just 2 days after the Hackensack Board of Education accepted his retirement, a poignant reminder of a life given wholly in service to this community, and his passing has been mourned deeply across Hackensack and beyond. And whereas it is both fitting and proper that the city of Hackensack honor the memory of Gordon Scooter Whiting by commemoratively designating a portion of a street in his name, so that future generations may know and remember his remarkable contributions to this community. And now, therefore, be it resolved by the mayor and council of the city of Hackensack, Bergen County, New Jersey, as follows. The intersection of Beach Street and 2nd Street in the city of Hackensack, Bergen County, New Jersey, is hereby commemoratively designated as Gordon Scooter Whiting Way in honor of the life, legacy, and extraordinary service of Gordon Scooter Whiting. Be it further resolved that the appropriate officials of the city are directed to determine an appropriate manner to reflect this commemorative renaming, and be it further resolved that the city clerk is directed to transmit a certified copy of this resolution to the family of Gordon Scooter Whiting, to the Hackensack Board of Education, and to such other offices as it may be appropriate. Can I have a motion?
I'll offer.
Second.
If you can call the roll, please.
Deputy Mayor Toomey.
Aye.
Councilmember Clark Collins.
Aye.
Councilmember Carroll.
Definitely.
Councilman Diaz.
Aye.
Mayor Gaines.
Aye.
Resolution passes.
And we're going to go a little bit out of order, and I'm going to ask for everyone's permission for a moment, but I would like to, if she's up for it, ask Dr. Whiting if she would like to come to the podium and just say a few words, and then we'll move on to our proclamations.
Good evening, everyone. I'm flooded with emotion right now, gratitude, and just humility for this amazing honor in honor of my husband, Gordon Scooter Whiting. I stand before you representing our children, Camille, our son Curtis, and my husband's dear parents, Gordon and Martha Whiting. My mother-in-law is here. My husband was a proud Comet, lover of this community. We proudly live here. He's lived here all his life. And when Mayor Gaines announced that the street naming at his funeral services, I was overcome with emotion, shock, just disbelief, and gratitude for him being honored in such an amazing way. My husband was a humble man. He was a man of few words, but he lived loudly. He lived for us as a family. He lived loudly for the children of Hackensack. He loved this city. He often talked about what pride he had growing up here, and he would often say, it's not where you're from, it's where you're at. And so that's the message that I hope that his life resounds, that regardless of where you come from or regardless of where you land in the city of Hackensack, that it's where you plant your feet to bloom where you've been planted that will speak volumes to your legacy. And so I'm grateful for this opportunity. I'm humbled by it, and I will forever be indebted to all of you who made it possible for this amazing honor in honor of my husband. Thank you to the community, our family, the Hackensack residents. I often say we are family because it's a mixture of family and friends, so thank you so much. And tomorrow at the Hackensack Sports Dinner, we will present 2 scholarships in honor of the Gordon Scooter Whiting, once a Comet, always a Comet. And so that just speaks to living loudly and being a proud Hackensack resident. So thank you. And I want to end with this quote. It says, your life is a better sermon than your lips. And so it is my prayer and it is my desire that we all live a life so that our sermon will be lived by our lives and not just by our lips. Thank you so much for this amazing opportunity.
So we have a number of proclamations this evening. After the proclamations, we'll take a brief pause, number one, so that we can take some photos, but also so that anyone who doesn't want to stick around for the rest of the meeting can make their way out. You're welcome to stay. We'll be staying. We'll be here. You're welcome to hang out with us, but I understand. So with that, I am going to... And I'm going to ask for everyone to bear with me today because we have a lot of things. All right. Yep. All right. Whereas the week of June 8th through 12th, 2026 was recognized nationally as Community Health Improvement Week, and whereas community health professionals, public health workers, and partner organizations dedicate their lives to improving the health, well-being, and quality of life for individuals and families, and whereas promoting health equity, advancing preventative care, and addressing social determinants of health are vital to building resilient, strong, and thriving communities, and whereas communities achieve their best health outcomes when hospitals, local health departments, community-based organizations, and residents work together collaboratively. And now, therefore, I, Kasim Gaines, Mayor of the City of Hackensack, along with the entire City Council, do hereby proclaim June 8th through 12th, 2026 as Community Health Improvement Week in the City of Hackensack. We encourage all residents to recognize the critical work being done to eliminate health disparities and to support initiatives that promote long-term community health. Okay, is Sylvia Brown here? Great. Sylvia, can you come on down? Do this, we'll stand. All right, we'll do pictures after. Come on down, Sylvia. Sylvia is a frequent flyer at our meetings. She's a pro. All right, whereas Sylvia Brown is a dedicated senior at Hackensack High School and an active member of the Girl Scouts, consistently demonstrating the highest ideals of service, leadership, and compassion. And whereas Sylvia previously earned the Girl Scout Silver Award by planning and planting a community garden that donated nearly 100 pounds of fresh produce to the Center for Food Action in Hackensack. And whereas, building on that success, Sylvia undertook the Gold Award, the highest honor in Girl Scouting, by designing and launching a network of community mini food pantries to address local food insecurity. And whereas, with city approval, Sylvia successfully established pantries at the M&M Recreation Center, the Johnson Public Library, and the City Hall complex, operating on the principle, take what you need, leave what you can. And whereas Sylvia's initiative embodies the spirit of community, helpfulness, and proactivity, representing the very best of Hackensack and serving as a model for young people throughout the region. Now, therefore, I, Kasim Gaines, Mayor of the City of Hackensack, along with the entire City Council, formally honor Sylvia Brown for her extraordinary achievement of the Girl Scout Gold Award and her lasting contribution to the health, well-being, and unity of our community through her mini food pantry network. Congratulations. We're gonna play back. All right, and fitting for, in the spirit of athleticism, we have a number of student athletes that we would like to recognize. So I have some proclamations, and then we have some certificates for outstanding honors for a number of other athletes. So I'm gonna call up Brianna Darling. It's long, so I'm going to start while she's making her way. So, whereas Brianna Darling is a senior at Hackensack High School and one of the most accomplished multi-sport athletes in local history, competing in varsity softball, soccer, flag football, and winter track. And whereas, as a standout shortstop and center fielder for the Hackensack Comets, Brianna has delivered extraordinary production, hitting an .850 with 154 career hits, nearing the school record and among North Jersey's all-time leaders. And whereas, regarded as one of New Jersey's fastest players, she has amassed 224 career stolen bases, the most steals in Hackensack High School and Bergen County history. And whereas Brianna is an all-North Jersey athlete in winter track, holding the school record in the 55-meter dash, 7.18, and a county notable long jump of 18 feet 2 inches, while anchoring the record-setting 4x200 relay team. And whereas, demonstrating immense versatility, she is a 4-year varsity soccer starter and a key contributor to the flag football team, scoring 4 of Hackensack's 6 touchdowns. And whereas, in recognition of her achievements, Brianna was named the NorthJersey.com Bergen Record Female Athlete of the Week, and she will soon bring her talents to the Long Island University, LIU, to continue her athletic and academic career. Now, therefore, I, Cassine Gaines, Mayor of the City of Hackensack, along with the entire City Council, formally honor Brianna Darling for her extraordinary multi-sport achievements, her record-setting performances, and the immense pride she has brought to Hackensack High School as she prepares to join the LIU community. Michael McGinnity. Michael, so formal, Michael. All right, whereas Mike McGinnity, a member of the Hackensack High School class of 2026, has reached the pinnacle of high school sports throughout relentless discipline and mental toughness. And whereas Michael built a historic record on the trails, dropping his 5K personal record to a blistering 15:38 at Bergen County Meet of Champions and cementing his elite status with a 15:49 performance at the NJSIAA Meet of Champions. And whereas his phenomenal senior campaign earned him statewide acknowledgement as the NJ.com New Jersey Cross Country Runner of the Year. And whereas his excellence extends to the track, including a 1:56.36 in the 800 meter and a 9:17.56 in the 2-mile run, earning him New Jersey Cross Country CTFCA Performer of the Week honors. And whereas Michael embodies the true student athlete, matching his athletic brilliance with leadership as an 11-time Gold Honor Roll student, a member of the Hackensack High School Top 20, and a participant in the National Spanish and Tri-M Music Honor Societies, the Jazz Band, and the Varsity H Club. And whereas Michael's achievements bring honor to the Hackensack Comets, inspiring his teammates, coaches, and our city as he prepares to continue his academic and athletic career at Monmouth University. Now, therefore, I, Cassine Gaines, Mayor of the City of Hackensack, along with the entire City Council, formally honor Michael McGinnity for being named the North Jersey Cross Country Runner of the Year and recognize his excellence in the classroom and on the track. We wish him limitless success in his journey at Monmouth University. Seven Garcia. I know he can get up here fast. Where's Seven? Come on. All right. Whereas the City of Hackensack takes great pride in acknowledging the exceptional triumphs in sport and sportsmanship of its student athletes, and whereas Seven Garcia of the Hackensack High School class of 2026 has pushed the boundaries of speed and stamina, solidifying his status as one of New Jersey's premier track talents, and whereas Seven has set the standard for speed, showcasing 200-meter to 800-meter versatility with personal records of 47.5 in the indoor 400, 1:18.61 in the 600-meter, and an elite 1:53.38 in the 800-meter. And whereas his winter performances earned him regional recognition as NorthJersey.com's Athlete of the Week, and whereas Seven reached the summit of scholastic honors during his senior campaign, being crowned NJ.com's New Jersey Indoor Track Runner of the Year. And whereas this honor celebrates his leadership, championship performances at the NJSIAA sectional and group levels, and his instrumental role as an anchor for the Hackensack Comets relay units. And whereas his historic tenure has earned him an athletic commitment to the University of Southern California, USC, where he will carry the Hackensack legacy to the NCAA Division I level. Now, therefore, I, Kasim Gaines, Mayor of the City of Hackensack, along with the members of the City Council, formally honor Seven Garcia for his spectacular achievements. We celebrate the pride he has brought to the Comets community and wish him limitless success as he takes his extraordinary speed to the USC Trojans. Okay. All right, so I don't know who's here. I don't know who's not here. So I'm going to acknowledge folks, and if you're here, I'm going to ask you to come up. What I'm going to do, just to keep things moving, is once if you're here, just raise your hand or something so I can see that you're coming up, or get up. I guess that's the better way of doing it. Get up, start making your way, and I'll just hand over the certificate to our assistant clerk and our deputy clerk, and she will have it ready for you as you make your way up. I'm going to ask you just to stay to the side, and then we'll take a picture with everyone when we're done. Okay? All right. So we have two sets of certificates of recognition that we'd like to give. So I'm going to call out what it's for and then call up the names. So certificate of recognition from the Mayor and City Council of the City of Hackensack for Hackensack High School 2025-2026 Outdoor Track Big North Freedom Division League Champions, Bergen County Relay Champions, Bergen County Group Champions, and State Sectional Champions. And so, if that is you, if you're in that group, you know, start getting ready. We're calling up Aiden Altman. Quazir Bearfield. Eric Cardenas. Jarrett Chavez. Naniawa Dankai. Sorry. Oh, me? Not here? Not here. Thank you. Devin DeCambry. And Dustin DeCambry. Dustin DeCambry. Let me not play. There you go. Jaden D'Souza. There you go. Congratulations. Jaden Eason. Seven Garcia. Mathis Gomez. Is Mathis here? No? Nicholas Hines. Adrian Jimenez. Chase Joyner. Taveri Legister. Ezekiel Luna. There you go. You're welcome. Mike McGinnity. Daniel Naifa. Not here. Jason Ramache. Kevin Ramache. Romario Wright. Oh, okay, we're repeating it. All right, so we'll hold off there. Now, this certificate, the new certificate of recognition from all of us for the Hackensack High School 2025-2026 Boys Indoor Track League State Sectional and State Champions. Aiden Altman. Quazir Bearfield. Eric Cardenas. Jared Chavitz. Devin DeCambry. And Dustin, you can just start making your way too. Come on. Let's go. Dustin, thank you. Jaden D'Souza. Jaden Eason. Seven Garcia. Adrian Jimenez. Not here. Chase Joyner. Taveri Legister? Yes, no? Yes? Sorry, am I messing that up? Help me. What's your name?
Say it.
One more time? Tavari! Thank you. There we go. Don't let people mess up your name. Ezekiel Luna. Mike McGinnity. Darius Pemberton. Jason Ramache. And Kevin Ramache. All right, we're gonna do this backwards. So everyone who was in one of the last two groups that we called, if we can give them one more round of applause as they make their way up, we're gonna take a picture. We're gonna come down. All right, congratulations everyone, we're gonna take a picture. Thanks.
You want us all down there?
We should.
You want us all? No, but where? Yeah.
You might want to double line it.
Double line. Line up. No, we're shorter than that.
But if they make a
we may have.
but if they line up like a V,
let's go down.
they can line up in a V.
And leave the middle.
Yeah, and then we in the middle.
It'll be better for Winston.
Okay.
All right. Sorry, we're coming down.
You gotta team up.
Can some of us? Yeah, can we get two even lines? All right. We're good? What a bro. Good. All right, if we can have 7 Mike and Brianna stay up. Brianna, yo, ticket. They need ticket. Here's ticket. Yes. Coach Levinsky.
Well, not that you don't have I'm like, so you want to get a picture? Come on.
You want to film? Look, let's go.
Stay closer. Make believe you like to.
Yeah, Blade. What's your tattoo? What did you tattoo?
Come on, McGinty.
Me and you have to have a
Roll it.
I didn't. Yeah, I didn't. We go back a long way.
My wife. Bill Roberto.
Why didn't you tell me she was there? We could have got a fourth.
Bill. But he's doing behind. Here you go.
You're the center of the seal.
Yes. Take a big step to left. Good. We're going to take a 5-minute recess. If you want to stay, you're invited. If you don't, understand. We're going to pause for 5 minutes and we'll go. Thanks. Yes, absolutely. Yes.
Coming soon to Hackensack.
We will be perfect.
Can't do it.
I'm not good enough.
But I'm a baseball player now.
You drop a pass, you run a mile. You miss a blocking assignment, you run a mile. You fumble the football, you will run a mile. Perfection.
This summer, champions rise under the stars.
Let's go to work.
From the slam dunk action of Space Jam to the emotional journey of Inside Out 2, the inspiring story of Remember the Titans, and the ultimate underdog story, Rocky. Don't miss Movies Under the Stars at Atlantic Street Park.
Join us for Sunset Yoga.
Have you signed up for our Nixle alerts yet? Nixle keeps you up to date by text and email with instant updates from our Office of Emergency Management, so you can get important information when it matters most. Get alerts about severe weather, emergency situations, road closures, severe traffic, criminal activity, and local events. Signing up is quick and easy. Text 07601 to 888-777. That's 07601 to 888-777. Don't wait. Sign up for Nixle alerts today and stay connected to what's happening in Hackensack. Stay informed and connected with everything happening in the city of Hackensack by subscribing to the Hackensack Weekly Newsletter. Each week, you'll get the latest updates on city services, events, important announcements, and more, delivered right to your inbox. Signing up is quick and easy. Just visit the city website to join. And if you have something to share, the newsletter includes a community bulletin for local announcements and events. Send your submissions to news@hackensack.org.
Congratulations to the Whiting family. And before we continue, I'm just going to ask for a brief moment of silence for Hackensack resident and namesake of the art gallery at the Hackpack, Ruth Bauer Neustetter, who passed away this weekend. If we can just have a moment of silence, please. Thank you. Okay, moving on to our presentations. We're going to have a presentation by HEJA, the Hackensack Environmental Justice Alliance, and they're going to be presenting the Hackensack Green Infrastructure Plan. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Pedro Del Vecchio. Before I start, I just want to say we are not the track team or Mr. Whiting or anything, and I just think it's very appropriate. It's kind of an honor to be here on a night like tonight when we're celebrating so much, and I think it's just so appropriate that Mr. Whiting way is the Comet way. Just thought that was very poetic. So I'll start now as co-chair of Hackensack Environmental Justice Alliance, HEJA. So we are a grassroots organization that works towards a greener and more sustainable environment for all by engaging the community to identify specific issues, find equitable solutions, and implement positive, creative change. The group began with a seed from the Northern New Jersey Community Foundation, and we've grown to more than 50 individual members and an alliance of some 25 businesses and nonprofit organizations who share our goals. The father of environmental justice, Dr. Bullard, defines environmental justice as the fair treatment of people of all races, incomes, and cultures with respect to the development, implementation, and enforcement of environmental laws, regulations, and policies. So flooding, as we all know, is a top concern in Hackensack. So we hope that by working together with a comprehensive vision, we will become greener and a more resilient city. HEJA's Green Infrastructure Plan, which I have here, if I can give these to you to share around. I don't know who gets the fancy bound one. You can fight over that. HEJA's Green Infrastructure Plan offers effective, natural, and practical ways to improve flooding conditions, mitigate air and water pollution, and to provide access to the Hackensack River for all. Tonight, we want to share and introduce our Green Infrastructure Plan and our plan for the Hackensack Riverwalk project. Green infrastructure is a system of natural and engineered features designed to manage stormwater, reduce urban heat, and improve air quality. The Green Infrastructure Plan recommends some very effective solutions using nature to reduce the burden on the sewer system, reduce flooding, cool the air, and reduce air and water pollution. The Green Infrastructure Plan we're proposing is environmentally sound and fiscally feasible. It includes practical recommendations and policies that will improve the environmental conditions for everyone in Hackensack. You might recognize those streets up there, the before and the imagined after. We have Central Avenue on the left and River Street on the right. HEJA encourages you to read the Green Infrastructure Plan and hopes we can meet to discuss it in depth at a later date. You can go to the ultimately, we hope to see the Green Infrastructure Plan added into the master plan of the City of Hackensack and the city's stormwater management plan. Okay. And then as part of our commitment to environmental justice, we are focused on access to the Hackensack River. In the fall of 2025, HEJA hosted 2 public sessions to gauge the public interest in increasing access to the Hackensack River. The response was incredible. Peter Dolan of the New York and New Jersey Trail Conference walked the 6.5 miles along the Hackensack River to collect information on the existing river walkways and identify the places where the walkways are disconnected. He presented ideas to remedy disjointed walkways and to create inviting, accessible, and interesting pathways from city neighborhoods to the river. Originally, the focus was finding pathways to the river, but the takeaway from the meetings was that the community wants a pathway along the river. So there are some beautiful connected parts of the trail that form a loop from Johnson Park to FDU over to Teaneck and back. And right now I'd like to invite Ted Mellon up to continue on with our description of a walk we took.
Sure thing. Thank you so much. You guys can hear me fine here. By the way, I've been saying HEJA. You said HEJA. But thank you so much for hearing us. I'm a school teacher for the next week at least, and I'm retiring in a week. But I always tell my students to start with the conclusion and end with the conclusion. Make like a conclusion sandwich. So our ask when it comes to our pathways to the river portion of the project isn't much. It's really just that you support it. Maybe we want to do some signage. Maybe we want to incorporate some artwork, but of course, with the city's permission and with your understanding. But we're not asking for a lot, but we just want to kind of connect with you guys and make you aware of what we're doing. So Pathways to the River is the name that we're kind of giving the portion of the project where we're trying to attract people down to the river. We've been calling it the Hackensack River Walk. I don't know if that's the official name, but that's what it makes sense and it kind of works. So that's the name we've been going with, Hackensack River Walk, which is, of course, this. I'm just going to say I'm jealous of some other towns that have these wonderful walking paths, and I would love for Hackensack to have a wonderful walking path that is continuous. And this is a project that's been going on for years, and it's fragmented at the moment. And that's something we're discovering as we initiate this Pathways to the River project. So as we were looking at, where should we direct people to get to the river, we realized if we direct people down to the river and it's a fairly fragmented part of the path, it's not necessarily something we want to do yet. So we've isolated one portion to start with. And that's, as Pedro already mentioned, that portion that starts at FDU. You go over that beautiful bridge that they've created. And we've all walked this path. We went around this loop. And it does bring you into Teaneck, because to do a continuous loop, you kind of need to incorporate a little bit of Teaneck, and then you come back over the Cedar Lane Bridge, and then you go into this wonderful portion of the Hackensack part of the path through Johnson Park and then FDU. And that part's really nice. And as a person who's an avid walker myself, it's a nice continuous walk. So we've sort of isolated that as our phase 1 part of the project. I said we're not asking for too much, but one thing we'd like to be on the radar is, of course, continuing progress towards making that path as continuous as possible. We talk about that a lot. And, as the Hackensack Environmental Justice Alliance, trying to bring people to this beautiful environmental part of our town, we kind of wish it was super continuous. And so we would hope that eventually it gets to that point. So yeah, the FDU loop is the portion that we'd like to do at first, and we'd like to have signage that attracts people from town throughout town. So not signage on the loop itself, but rather like, hey, this is where you go to this wonderful part of Hackensack where you can do this loop and get a nice walk in and enjoy the environment. And we'd like to also incorporate some artwork there. And I will say this, we've done several other initiatives, rain barrels, and that incorporated art. We're doing rain gardens, and we're continuing to do rain gardens because that, of course, helps the environment. But when we said to the public, hey, we have another initiative. We'd like to talk about this river walk that we have in Hackensack, and we have an expert from the New York and New Jersey Trail Conference coming down to talk to you about it. The turnout to that meeting was immense. We get a decent turnout, and our group has been growing little by little. But when we did that particular meeting, and I'll defer to Pedro in terms of numbers, but we had a lot of people, a lot of interest from the community. People are excited about the idea of having that beautiful walk in Hackensack. So that's something that energized us, and it energized me. It initiated me to take sort of a leadership role on this portion of our different initiatives that we have. So, I don't know, did I forget anything? That's pretty much what I wanted to say. Anything else to add? I'll defer to Pedro on anything else, but we wanted to put this on your radar in terms of things that we are doing, and especially the Hackensack River Walk, as we're calling it. And if anybody knows the official name for that pathway, I'd love to know it. But.
All right. Yeah, so I just wanted to finish by saying, just to kind of sum up what are we doing? We're starting and ending with the conclusion. I learned.
Yes, I forgot the conclusion.
Yeah. So we're just asking that you look over our green infrastructure plan and consider it. We are happy to meet with you and discuss some of the nuance to it and the details. And then also, hopefully we can collaborate on this. Right now, really what we would love is just your endorsement, your blessing, for lack of a better word, to start identifying some of this path with wayfinding marks, collaborate with you and see what's appropriate there. And the last thing is to clear some of the shrubbery that's blocking the river. So those are our simple starts. These were pictures of some of the ugly parts, so we can get back and focus on the good, because it's been such an uplifting night. So thank you. Thanks for having us.
Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you so much. Okay, I'm going to ask for our... yes, okay. Our Bergen County Open Space public hearing on the Stide Park putting green. Tim, is there someone here for that, or we just have to call it?
We just have to call it.
Okay, great. So, is there anyone from the public?
Nope.
Oh, we need a motion to? Okay,
Yeah.
great. Thank you, sorry. All right, so can I have a motion to receive comment from the public on applying for a grant. Just to be clear, it's to apply for a grant for a Stide Park putting green. Any member of the can I get a motion to open to the public?
I'll second.
Open to the public.
Okay. Yep. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? Any member from the public wishing to speak on this single issue? Okay. Yeah? Okay. Sure. And if you could just state your name.
Jenny Lynn Brown, Hackensack. Just a question about the Stide Park putting green. It's the first time hearing of it. For a few years, I chaired the Environmental Commission here in Hackensack. I was the president of the Garden Club of Hackensack. I am now the vice president of the Garden Club of Hackensack. And for years, with other members of the Environmental Commission, we were asking, and the idea for Stide Park has always been a serenity garden in Stide Park, where that black top is in the back. So I just had some questions about the putting green. How did it come about? What are the plans? And how, I know you said it's for a grant application, but you know where we are with that.
Sure. So I'll answer that, but I want to make sure we get other comment. Actually, just in case other people have the same questions, let me just answer. So on the docket for tonight, Resolution 167-26 is resolution authorizing execution of a Bergen County Open Space Trust Fund contract for the Serenity Garden project that you just referenced. It's on the docket for tonight. The putting, the grant application is for a potential putting green that is on quite literally the opposite side of Stide Park. So kind of by the entrance. So I just want to, and I put all those caveats in to say it's to apply for a grant for blah, blah, blah. So it's still a long way. A lot of action has to be taken if we get to that point. But the Serenity Garden is on the agenda for tonight. Any other member from the public wishing to speak on this item or this item only? Okay, seeing none, motion to close to the public on this.
I'll offer.
Second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? Okay. City Manager's report.
Good evening, everyone. Just to follow up with some resident concerns that were brought up at the May 26th meeting. We had resident Ms. Somerville was concerned about the maintenance upkeep of the Triangle Gardens at Prospect and Hamilton and Prospect and Anderson. And our city DPW took it upon themselves to head up there, and they weeded the area and they cut the grass and so forth. So they're going to be keeping an eye on the maintenance of those things. We had resident Mr. Muller requesting to examine adding parking on Linden Street between Passaic and Anderson. I gave that to HPD's traffic division. They conducted a study. They reported back to me that they did not advise adding any street parking there. I had Mr. White, resident Mr. White, requesting to improve Pulaski Park with some new play sets, shade, garbage cans, etc. I spoke to project management, and they're looking into quotes as we speak for a new play set for the park. And we're working on the garbage cans as well. The shade request will be a larger project because that requires a structure. So that'll be a larger project that we'll have to find funding for. We had Ms. Sharif had some concerns about the school area on 2nd Street with parents dropping their children off there by Carver Park. And I can report that the traffic division had some slow signs painted in the street. Excuse me, they had signs posted, and they're going to be doing some street painting as well to address the traffic concerns that we found there. Ms. Sharif also had concerns for the school crossing guard at Passaic and Haynes, and HPD reported back to me that they had done a study there a while back and recommended some flashing signs. However, the project was never funded, so I actually just approved today PD to move forward with acquiring the flashing pedestrian crossing signs for that area to improve the safety there for the crossing guard and the children. Resident Darlene, I missed her last name, had concerns about the intersection of Clinton and Main, and that was passed along to traffic as well. and I'm waiting for an update from HPD, Traffic Division, on that. Although I stand corrected on that, I did get an update, so forgive me. Flashing pedestrian crossing signs are being installed as a requirement from the developer that's building on the corner there, so that's going to get done as far as flashing pedestrian crossing signs. Traffic's been monitored there. Traffic has been monitored there, and one summons was issued recently for failure to stop. The sign crew responded there, and they straightened out and secured some of the existing signage that was not in good shape. We also placed temporary in-street pedestrian crossing signs. Unfortunately, someone keeps knocking them over, but they have the temporary signs in the middle of the road there, and hopefully nobody will be damaging them moving forward. So that's just some of the updates on resident concerns. I also want to just touch quickly on some of the community reminders. Our Hometown Heroes veteran banners, we still have a couple limited spaces available on Main Street. If anyone's interested in honoring one of their family members or friends, you can go on our website, or you can contact the city manager's office for that. Just another reminder, our splash pads on Saturdays and Sundays until May 23rd, and then until May 23rd, and then from May 23rd, I stand corrected here. May 23rd to June 28th, Saturdays and Sundays, the splash pads are open, and then 7 days a week from June 29th to September 7th. That's from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. That's at Polyfly Park and Carver Park. And our rec summer camp is getting filled up very quickly. If anyone has any interest in looking into signing their kids up for the summer camp, there's only a couple of parks that currently have some space, but there are still some available spaces at some of the parks. So please contact the rec department if you're interested. June events. June 20th is the Juneteenth celebration at Carver Park. That runs from 9:30 a.m. until, I believe, 3 p.m. Live music, food, and local vendors. And a small parade will be taking place as well. On June 27th, we're having a shred event. If you have unwanted documents or papers, Johnson Park, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. for the shred event on June 27th. And then lastly, on June 27th, we are having a commemoration of One Love Way, which is renaming the Anderson Street Park side street there as One Love Way, just to add an additional sign there. HackPack June programming, you can visit the HackPack website for full information on that. That's all I have to report.
You've been busy. Thank you. Yes.
So, City Manager, I just want to comment on this week. We had a Saturday, we had a big storm, and I want to commend you, our supervisors, and all of the DPW workers that worked around the clock, opening up our streets. I was out and about. I took many pictures. We had home damage. We had trees down. We had kudos to Teaneck DPW. I guess the storm bypassed them a little bit, so they sent some crews. So I just wanted to say thank you, Tom, to all the guys, and if there's anybody here from the DPW, you worked hard. Our streets were cleared, and I'm proud of you. So keep up the good work.
Yeah, and just to echo what you said, we were kind of in a jam. Our one bucket truck to remove trees was out of service. Just luck of the draw, it was in the shop during the storm, and we were kind of really in a pinch and didn't really know what we were going to be able to do to handle this. And our friends over in Teaneck, the city manager over there, Jacqueline, stepped up. She sent her tree crews over with all their equipment, all their trucks and manpower, and they assisted our people with clearing those trees because we got hit really hard. But thanks again to Teaneck for that. That was really, really helpful.
Thank you for all of our DPW guys.
Thank you, and thank you. All right, so before I ask for a motion for public comment, I'm going to excuse Councilman Carroll from the dais. He has an appointment but wanted to be here for the presentations. So I'm going to let him slip out, and I'm going to ask for a motion to open to the public on agenda items only. So if this is your first, no problem. So if this is your first go around, or if you haven't been here in a while, in October of last year, since October of last year, we have 2 public comments. One is on agenda items only, and the other is on whatever you'd like to bring forth. So if any member of the public would like to make a motion or like to address anything on the agenda, we're just asking that you come forward, state your name, what item on the agenda you are going to be speaking on, and then you'll have your time. Can I have a motion to open to the public on agenda items?
I'll offer.
Okay, all in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? Okay, any member of the public wishing to speak on agenda items or on an agenda item? Okay, and I'll keep time for you, and as 3 minutes comes up, I'll ask you to bring your comment to a close. Thank you.
My name is Eileen O'Reilly, 106 Pine Street. I'm a member of HEDGA, but I'm speaking only to ask the council what is going on in Johnson Park with the redevelopment of the area that was supposed to be a soccer stadium at some point, because I can't find any rumors or anything about it, and I think it would be a big piece of our project and thinking. So if you could let us know. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. O'Reilly. Anyone else from the public wishing to speak on agenda items or an agenda item? Okay, seeing none, motion to close to the public.
I'll offer.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Okay, thank you. Okay. All right. Okay, we have some ordinances for second reading. Resolution 161-26.
Resolution 161-26 is the adoption of Ordinance 09-2026, an ordinance authorizing the acquisition of real property known as Block 303, Lot 19, commonly known as 153 to 155 Main Street, on the official tax map of the City of Hackensack, or, if necessary, eminent domain. This ordinance has been published according to law and now calls for a public hearing.
Thank you. Can I have a motion to open to the public on Resolution 161-26?
I'll offer. Second.
Okay, all in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Any abstention? Any member of the public wishing to speak on Resolution 161-26 and that resolution only? Seeing none, motion to close to the public on Resolution 161-26.
I'll offer.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? Okay, motion to adopt Resolution 161-26. Can I have a motion?
Second.
Roll call, please.
Deputy Mayor Toomey.
Yes.
Councilwoman Clark Collins.
Yes.
Councilman Diaz.
Yes.
Mayor Gaines.
Yes.
Be it resolved by the City Council of the City of Hackensack, County of Bergen, and the State of New Jersey that ordinance number 09-2026 has passed its second and final reading and is hereby adopted.
Thank you. Resolution 162-26.
Resolution 162-26 is the adoption of Ordinance 10-2026, an ordinance amending Chapter 134 of the Code of the City of Hackensack, Rent Stabilization, to amend the composition of the Rent Stabilization Board and amend the applicability of regulations under this chapter. This ordinance has been published according to law and now calls for a public hearing.
Thank you. Motion to open to the public on Resolution 162-26.
I'll offer.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Any abstentions? Any member from the public wishing to speak on Resolution 162-26? Seeing none, motion to close to the public on Resolution 162-26.
I'll offer.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? Okay. Motion to adopt Resolution 162-26.
I'll offer.
Thank you.
Oh. Second.
Okay, a roll call, please.
Deputy Mayor Toomey.
Yes.
Councilwoman Clark Collins.
Yes.
Councilman Diaz.
Yes.
Mayor Gaines.
Yes.
Be it resolved by the City Council of the City of Hackensack, County of Bergen, and State of New Jersey that ordinance number 10-2026 has passed its second and final reading and is hereby adopted.
Thank you. Resolution 163-26.
Resolution 163-26 is the introduction of Ordinance 11-2026, an ordinance of the City of Hackensack in the County of Bergen, New Jersey, to execute a financial agreement between the city and K Group Venture Urban Renewal, LLC, in connection with real property known and designated as 15, 17, and 21 Hyler Street, Block 10719, lots 15, 16, and 17, along with a portion of Lot 1 on the official tax map of the City of Hackensack, New Jersey.
Thank you. Motion to adopt Resolution 163-26.
I'll offer.
I'll second.
Roll call, please.
Deputy Mayor Toomey.
Yes.
Councilwoman Clark Collins.
Yes.
Councilman Diaz.
Yes.
Mayor Gaines.
Yes.
Be it resolved that the above ordinance, being Ordinance 11-2026 as introduced, does now pass on first reading, and that said ordinance shall be considered for final passage at a meeting to be held on June 30th, 2026 at 5:30 p.m. or as soon thereafter as the matter can be reached at the regular meeting place of the City Council, and at such time and place all persons interested be given an opportunity to be heard concerning said ordinance, and that the clerk be and he is hereby authorized and directed to publish said ordinance according to law with the notice of its introduction and passage on first reading, and of the time and place when and where said ordinance will be further considered for final passage.
Thank you. Consent agenda, please.
The following items are considered to be routine in nature and will be enacted in one motion. Any items requiring expenditure are supported by a certification of availability of funds. Any item requiring discussion will be removed from the consent agenda, and consent agenda items will be reflected in full in the minutes, including any exceptions and/or additions. The consent agenda includes Resolution 152-26, resolution requesting approval of items of revenue and appropriation for the 2026 Summer Food Service Program. Resolution 164-26, resolution authorizing payment of bills. Resolution 165-26, resolution authorizing tax refunds. Resolution 166-26, resolution authorizing the submission of an application to the Bergen County Open Space Recreation Floodplain Protection Farmland and Historic Preservation Trust Fund for the Stibe Park Practice Putting Green Project. Resolution 167-26, resolution authorizing the execution of a Bergen County Open Space Trust Fund project contract for Stibe Park Serenity Garden Improvement Project. Resolution 168-26, resolution authorizing the renewal of liquor licenses for the 2026-2027 license term. Resolution 169-26, resolution authorizing the 100% veteran tax exemption for 326 Prospect Avenue, Unit 6E. Resolution 170-26, resolution authorizing limited interim legal services and directing commencement of a fair and open RFP process for Skirnsey Hollenbach, LLC. Resolution 171-26, 171-26. Resolution authorizing the submission of a grant application and execution of a grant agreement with the New Jersey Department of Transportation for the fiscal year 2027 Safe Streets to Transit Grant Program for the Essex Street Station Pedestrian Safety Improvements Project. Resolution 172-26, resolution to cancel duplicate billing from 2026 for Block 402, Lot 12. Resolution 173-26, resolution authorizing tax appeal attorney to settle the cases on the attached list dated June 9th, 2026 that were scheduled for trial or settlement. Resolution 174-26, resolution approving accumulated leave payout to police officer Aruki Ravi. Resolution 175-26, resolution authorizing the submission of a 2026 Local Aid Infrastructure Fund grant application and execution of a grant contract with the Department of Transportation for the Hackensack Pedestrian Safety Project. Resolution 176-26, resolution approving the revised Mayor and Council 2026 meeting schedule. Resolution 177-26, resolution authorizing the donation of a 1992 Tiller ladder truck to Schuylkill Historical Fire Society. Resolution 178-26, resolution authorizing the appointments to the Rent Stabilization Board. Resolution 179-26, resolution to endorse the amended Housing Element and Fair Share Plan adopted by the Planning Board on June 10th, 2026. Resolution 180-26, resolution of the City Council of the City of Hackensack adopting an amended fourth round Affordable Housing Trust Fund spending plan. Resolution 181-26, resolution of the City of Hackensack authorizing the execution of an agreement pursuant to NJSA 55:14K-1 et sec with Regan Development Corp. For property located at 89 to 95 Essex Street and identified as Block 10719, Lots 20 and 21, formerly known as Block 76, Lots 50 and 51, on the Hackensack City tax maps. And finally, Resolution 182-26, resolution of the City of Hackensack supporting use of its affordable housing trust funds in connection with 15, 17, and 21 Hyler Street, Block 10719, Lots 15, 16, and 17, along with a portion of Lot 1.
Thank you. You need to catch your breath, or can I go?
You can go.
All right, great. Can I have a motion to adopt the consent agenda?
I'll offer. I'll second.
Roll call, please.
Deputy Mayor Toomey.
Yes.
Councilwoman Clark Collins.
Yes.
Councilman Diaz.
Yes.
Mayor Gaines.
Yes.
Consent agenda passes.
Thank you. We have an additional item, Resolution 183-26.
Resolution 183-26 is a resolution authorizing the execution of a contract with Fireworks by Grucci Incorporated for the 4th of July fireworks at Fashini Park.
Can I have a motion to adopt Resolution 183-26?
I'll offer.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Deputy Mayor Toomey.
Yes.
Councilwoman Clark Collins.
Yes.
Councilman Diaz.
Yes.
Mayor Gaines.
Yes.
Resolution passes.
Thank you. Okay. Moving on to old business.
There is an item on the table that can be reconsidered this evening or remain on the table. That's Resolution 155-26.
Okay. Do we have to make a motion to remove from the table?
Yeah.
I make a motion to remove item 155-26 from the table. Is there a second?
Second.
Roll call?
Deputy Mayor Toomey.
Yes.
Councilwoman Clark Collins.
Yes.
Councilman Diaz.
Yes.
Mayor Gaines.
Yes.
The resolution can now be considered.
Okay. I'd like to make a motion to adopt Resolution 155-26 from the previous meeting.
I'll offer.
Second.
Yeah, that's the motion. Roll call?
Deputy Mayor Toomey.
Yes.
Councilwoman Clark Collins.
No.
Councilman Diaz.
Yes.
Mayor Gaines.
Yes.
Resolution passes.
Need a motion to go to public comment for our second public comment. This is for 3 minutes on any item that you would like to discuss. I'll keep time for you. Just come forward, state your name, your municipality, and then you can have your time. I'll let you know when we run close. Can I have a motion to open to the public?
I'll offer.
A second.
All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? Okay, if you can state your name.
Sergei Tolstoy, Hackensack. First off, I want to have a moment of silence, 5 seconds, for Mr. James L. Murrow Sr., who passed away on May 19, 2026. He was a city employee for 20 years. Okay, so I heard the city manager give some of his feedback on what people have been giving out in terms of lip service for the past 6 months. So I just had something to add to that fire. So last week in Jersey City at PS 17, we had legislators out there giving a press conference where you had a zero vision agenda that they're implementing in Jersey City. And during that time, at the four-way stop sign, there were 6 cars that went through the signs, and the Jersey City police had to give them tickets. So with all the lip service we've been given and what Jersey City is now doing, because they told their police officers to step it up and protect the public. What we need in Hackensack is more safety, as you're going to hear later on. So that was my comment on safety, but here we go to the meat. Whereas in 2020, the COVID-19 era, New Jersey voters approved an amended New Jersey Constitution to allow for the legalization of controlled form of marijuana called cannabis for adults at least 21 years of age. And whereas on February 22nd, 2021, Governor Murphy signed into law the New Jersey Cannabis Regulatory Enforcement Assistance and Marketplace Modernization Act. Whereas Section 31B of the Act also stipulates, however, that any municipal regulation or prohibition must be adopted within 180 days of the effective date, which was August 22nd, 2021, and whereas pursuant to Section 31B of the Act, failure to do so shall mean that for a period of 5 years thereafter, the growing, cultivating, and manufacturing, selling, reselling of cannabis and cannabis items shall be permitted to consumers shall be a conditional use. And whereas at the conclusion of the initial or any subsequent 5-year period following a failure to enact local regulations or well, you know what I mean? Yeah, the municipality shall again have 180 days to adopt an ordinance prohibiting cannabis businesses. I say before you that August 2026, that the city of Hackensack, New Jersey, the county seat of Bergen County, should, in my opinion, rescind and prohibit this vice for the children, families, and community of the city of Hackensack. And I'd like to commend the work of the fire department, the health department, in getting things in order so that we could get the green team money. And I like to also say, like as I said previously, you got to pay your civic employees. The strongest, DPW, the bravest, the police, and lastly, you heard them out there, the FD, the fire department. Thank you.
They're saying hi to you right now. Thank you so much, Mr. Tolstoy. Thank you.
Hi, Bill Wassley, 464 Kaplan Avenue, 23-year resident, Hackensack High School rain garden caretaker. Looks nice, right, guys? Anybody see it?
See it every day.
Do it. You do. I actually didn't come to there, but as long as I'm here, a quick comment about the Heroes banners on that. Some people have actually put money in and done it. From what we understand is it's not even advertised on the city website anymore, and there's only a couple of people waiting, but it has to get up to 10 people before they'll actually send the things through. So while I'm sitting there hoping my dad gets up there, I put the thing through, the 125. I'm still waiting. I hope the city has some kind of plan, not just to push those off till next year on that at least at some point they're going to try to get those people up at some point. That's just my request on that. Second thing, as long as I'm here, I've been wanting to do my driveway for a long time, but there's a law in Hackensack that says the bottom half of the driveway, at least every contractor tells me, has to be concrete. And so since that time, I've not done my thing. I don't really want the concrete. It looks ugly and costs a lot more money. And at a time of affordability, why can't we try to make our neighborhood nicer in terms of that without throwing an extra $1,000 in for concrete on that. I imagine asphalt deteriorates quicker, and maybe it's stuff like that goes into the sewer system. I don't know if that's the reason why for the law, but anyway, I'd love to see if that law could be changed or an exception could be given so I could redo my driveway. Third thing, I've had a lot of issues with parking like everybody does in the city, but I've also seen our parking people come out, not just to downtown, but come into our side streets, onto my dead-end street. Multiple times on there, I've been harassed by them at this thing. Since my complaint to the city manager's office, not complaint, comment, when I was doing the banners thing, the same day I was doing the banners thing, I haven't been hassled, but I mean, even they were coming down at 8:30 in the morning. I'm taking out my recycling, and someone, is that your car? Is that your car? Whose car is that? And I'm like, first of all, just drive by, you'll see the sticker on it. And I'm like, how could you not know it's my car? I've been there a year. So, it's been out there for a year, that car. So I know the city always needs money. They're trying to find revenue sources and stuff, but I mean, trying to dig there. I had a guy working came there, a plumber that came, a plumber's helper, so he didn't take the truck with him. He took a car. He was there out in the street for 2 hours and 15 minutes. I just came out there as they're coming by. They're about to give him a ticket. I mean, really? 2 hours and 15 minutes? They're that on top of things? On the side streets? On a dead-end street? Kaplan Avenue, way at the end by the Home Depot? So I know we always need money. It's just a comment that I don't think that, trying to get it always from our citizens is the way. It's tough enough to park downtown and that. I always see police and everyone else, they always to park illegally just to get their sandwiches. Matter of fact, one of the parking people was parked illegally the other day when I went down there for a haircut. I took a picture of the car because, why are you taking a picture of my car? I'm like, well, you're parked illegally. I'm like, if I did that, you'd give me a ticket. She goes, I'm going to give you a ticket anyway. I'm like, what? So then she started following me home for a little while. Eventually she turned off on that. I'm not sure if she's trying to intimidate me or not, but I know you have lots of parking issues and stuff here on that. You got a lot of those cars. You seem to have invested a lot of money in your parking things on that. Are we getting a return for that other than some of our taxpayers and homeowners being harassed? I mean, I don't even go downtown anymore because...
I don't want to interrupt you, but we're over time. Yep.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Sorry.
Good evening, Randy Glover, Hackensack. First of all, I just want to thank this city council and the previous city council for recognizing Ruth Bauer Neustaedter and renaming the gallery after her. That was a great honor. She lived long enough to see it come to fruition. As you know, she passed away the other day. Secondly, kind of piggybacking on the Hometown Heroes thing, as you know, I used to do the Main Street live concert series at it was a State Street Park, Atlantic Street Park. That's before it was ever renamed the Sounds of the City or whatever it is. At that time, it was more multicultural, meaning we had a Latin night, an Indian night, a Middle Eastern Indian night, LGBTQ evening, the first Hometown Heroes, Hometown Celebrities, scholarships of $1,000 each for high school students. Okay, that's community engagement. That's how you do. That's how you introduce Hackensack to Hackensack, where it was an integrated crowd that got to know each other. People who lived here in the town who never really associated with one another, they started to associate with one another because music brings people together. Okay. So that was one of the things that we did. Thirdly, I want to talk real quick about my food pantry. Our food pantry, All Access Community Development Corporation, feeds a very large portion of the city. But it seems like when it's time for photo ops, things like that, CFA, who those employees get paid, punch in, 9 o'clock, punch out, 5 o'clock, don't live here. Where the volunteers that work for me at my food pantry are senior citizens handing out food to other seniors and citizens here of Hackensack, giving real groceries. You're not calling to make an appointment to say I'm poor and I'm hungry. You just get online and we give you food. Okay, CFA, you got to call, you got to make an appointment. I never saw a broke person make an appointment to say I'm broke. Okay, and then lastly, we want to do a hip hop concert in Fashini Park, and we're asking the city to participate. I already met with the city manager and a couple of other people, and this is similar to, basically, I did a event at Bergen Pack. It was supposed to last 3 days. It lasted 3 months. It was celebrating hip hop as far as Bergen County. These 3 towns in particular have a strong connection to hip hop, especially the monetization of hip hop. Monetization of hip hop was started in Inglewood with Sylvia Robinson, the Sugar Hill Gang. Okay, so I think it's only right when you have all these local people who had seminal hits, or you had Teddy Ted and all these other people who people know them locally. Doesn't mean they're known nationally or anyplace else, but you have a heavy concentration of these people here. And I invited and I sent an email to Tom and a couple of other people to come down to their Vibes in the Garden on June 28th to get a good idea of what it'll look like. So you're talking about 50 and 60 and 65-year-old hip hop.
I don't want to interrupt. I was looking for a little piece, but we're over time. So if you could just bring your point to a close, you can wrap up.
Okay, so you're talking about 65 and under hip hoppers. Okay, so I don't see the danger there. Let's all party together and have a good time. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, good evening. I'm Rich Serbo, Spring Valley Avenue. It's never going to be addressed, I guess. I'll contact someone else, maybe the state, about Spring Valley Avenue and the weight posting on the road. I think it's 4 tons that's posted. It's been there since I'm a kid. Okay, so there are vehicles going up and down Spring Valley Avenue that they could be 1 million pounds. Some of these trailer trucks are huge. Okay, please, somebody, at least police or take a look. Okay, if not, I'm going to call the state and see what they say about it. I don't know whose road it is, the county. Okay, blah blah blah. It's okay. So last week, we say things we want to say when we come up here. We don't want to be afraid to say what we want. So last week, when I mentioned that you had assistance from one of the major parties to get elected, there's a payback for that. You're going to have to pay back Democratic assistance getting you elected. So it's inevitable, okay? So what I'm saying is the narrative that you're going to espouse from this council is going to be Democratic. I mean, we're nonpartisan here for a reason, okay? Local government should remain nonpartisan. It's been a discussion for many years, and it deals with city services, and large party money should not be involved in city services, okay? They can have an effect. Okay, other things about city services now. City services, we don't get much for our tax payment, okay? City services should increase for homeowners anyway. I don't know, everybody. But I don't see why homeowners can't get assistance with tree surgeon or tree cutting, or there should be, at least you can get on a list. Hey, we need help getting our trees cut, because every time you get your trees cut, it's like $3,000, $5,000, $8,000. So why can't homeowners that property is taxed to the hilt here get some assistance on tree removal or tree cuttings? It costs a lot to maintain trees on your property, and the city taxes our property big time. So one more last thing. When I say something also here, it's just total silence, okay? I can feel it. You could feel the silence here. The silence is deafening, as they say. So I feel the silence, and then at the end of the meeting, somebody makes a statement. The mayor last week made some outlandish statement. I didn't even understand what he was talking about. So can we kind of even that out a little? I mean, because it's like playing volleyball with no ball here with you.
It's past time, Mr. Serbo.
Yeah, okay.
Thank
Time
you.
is
Hold on
up.
1 second. Hold on. I'm going to ask, just pause for just a moment, please.
Go ahead.
Okay. So, Mr. Francis, if you don't mind, just give me just a quick moment. But I would hate for there to be any silence. So I just want to be very clear. Just give me a moment. So I want to make sure that I address your comment in a way that you can hear and in a way that's also on film so that no one can say that you weren't here to hear it. So just if you can just stay right there. So in terms of partisanship, the only person who has mentioned partisanship at this meeting and the previous meeting and the meeting before that and the meeting before that, and I think almost every meeting that you attend is you.
Okay.
It's not, hold on 1 second, please. It's not any of us. It's you, and it's you repeatedly. So to say that partisan politics are being injected into the city of Hackensack, the only person who's trying very hard to inject it is you, sir.
I'm not
Hold on 1
injecting
second.
it.
Hold on. You had your time. I'm giving you
All right,
the
good.
courtesy of a response. The other thing that I just want to address is there is a lot of work taking place in the city of Hackensack that I think we all should be very proud of. When you are on your way back to Spring Valley Ave, you will probably have a difficult time because of some of the milled roads that will be almost any way that you try and get back to Spring Valley Ave.
Absolutely.
And that's road paving that's being done throughout the city. Those are upgrades. There is PSE&G that's doing some of that work. They are doing some tree pruning, but we come to these meetings and we propose things and we discuss things to try and figure out how we can maximize service and maximize your bang for your buck in terms of your taxes without also having a negative impact on your taxes, which is also something that you have spoken about, that you would like more services and you don't want your tax bill to go up. We're trying to balance those things. We're doing our best that we can. So I just want to make sure that you've heard the response. I'm going to ask for you to take your seat, and I'm going to call Mr. Francis up. But thank you very much, sir. Okay, Mr. Francis, if you can come forward. Thank you.
Hello, everybody. How you doing? Before I start, I just want to say on behalf of the guys at DPW, we appreciate the recognition. We always go straight forward and do the best we can for the city. So thank you for the recognition for what we do for Hackensack. So I'm gonna go through this. I know I got 3 minutes, so I'm gonna be quick with it. Not try not to miss anything on here. To the mayor, council members, and residents of Hackensack. On behalf of the DPW employees of Hackensack, we continue to still have issues within DPW. As the council completes its first year, we want to acknowledge that changes have been made. One of the most significant changes was bringing back the heat at the DPW main garage. 6 winters was a long time. We thank you for the addition of several new vehicles, pickup trucks, work vans, and heavy-duty trucks, along with other equipment. Although the removal of the superintendent of DPW has opened the door for change, many of the issues employees raised during the his tenure has remained unresolved. Unfortunately, intimidation, harassment, and fear of retaliation continue to be concerns among employees. We believe that many of the same management practices remain in place under Assistant Superintendent of DPW and Human Resources Directors. Workers continue to feel uncomfortable bringing forward concerns because they do not believe their complaints will be addressed fairly. We believe changes are needed to restore trust and ensure all employees have a safe and professional workplace. Safety remains another major issue. Employees continue to work with vehicles and equipment that are unsafe and in need of repair. At the same time, new pickup trucks and vehicles appear to be assigned to department heads or departments with less operational need, while frontline sanitation and parks employees continue to work with aging equipment. We ask the council to review vehicle allocation and prioritize the departments that they rely on these vehicles every day to serve residents. We have also never hired a night mechanic since the retirement of Holmes. In return, creating more responsibilities for the day mechanics, which is not fair. We are not here simply to complain. We are looking for solutions and a path forward. We want to work with the council to improve conditions for employees and strengthen services for residents. One important step in beginning negotiations on a new labor contract as soon as possible. Low wages, rising costs of living, and difficult working conditions have made it increasingly challenging to recruit and retain qualified employees. These issues ultimately affect the quality and efficiency of services provided to the people of Hackensack. And I'm not gonna lie, it's hard coming to work every single day because a lot of us have multiple jobs that we gotta work after DPW. We also ask the council to consider creating opportunities for advancement within sanitation department positions, such as sanitation director, sanitation inspectors, and recycling coordinator, as well as other supervisory and specialized roles. This would provide employees with career growth opportunities while improving accountability, productivity, and service quality. Investing in employees benefits not only the workforce, but also the residents who depend on these services every day. Our goal is not conflict. Our goal is a safer workplace, fair treatment for employees, better equipment, opportunities for advancement, and a strong partnership with the council to improve city services. We appreciate your time and attention, and we hope to work together toward meaningful solutions and benefit both employees and the residents of Hackensack. We will love to speak more on this matter and hope to meet with you and discuss things further, obviously after the meeting. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Francis. Thank you.
Peace and blessings to everyone, especially the Whiting family. If they're listening, unfortunately, I couldn't be here this evening for the presentation, so I wanted to say that publicly to them. I also want to thank the Hackensack Police Department and Engine 11, especially Officer Frank, who helped celebrate my aunt's 103rd birthday a couple of weeks ago. They were great, and in honor of that, I wore my cousin, my Aunt Alice's daughter's police hat. She passed away, New York City Police Department. So I wore that. I told the chief that I would wear that to thank them for what they did on her birthday. The situation on Passaic Street is pretty much deadly. I know I talked about the intersection of Passaic and Haynes where they had that bad accident. I don't know if you reached out to anybody at the county, but I did. I spoke to someone in the roads department named Craig. I told him I want him to just survey the area and see what he suggested. I was suggesting a no passing on the right. You're not supposed to pass on the right anyway, but no passing signs on Passaic Street, not only in Hackensack, but in Maywood, it's a couple of bad places too. So I suggested that to him, and I guess we'll see what happens with that. There was one other thing I wanted to discuss, but I forgot. So if I can get any feedback on all of that, and again, thank you to Hackensack Police Department.
Thank you, Ms. Reed.
Good evening, everybody. Bridget. I'm here to speak about the cancellation of the Summer League program, basketball program. And the reason I'm here to speak about it is because we've already honored someone who was dedicated, mentored children throughout our town and even outside of our town. But we're canceling a summer lead that we just recently got back that has been successful based upon the city's lack of moving the needle forward. Not the lack of the people who were running the program, but the lack of you guys. So, with that being said, the problem here that we have is it's almost like as if you want our children to not have anything to do during the summer. But when it comes to soccer or not football, but any other sports, you move forward. But here we are, not having anything for the children of Hackensack to do. So I'm just trying to almost wrap my head around the situation here. And the other thing about a budget, does the recreation have their own budget, or are we all conglomerated into one budget? Because I see years ago that each department had their own budget. Health department had its own budget, recreation had its own budget, so I'm just trying to figure out, you're giving out what, nickels and dimes to these budgets here? Are you forecasting for the budget for the following year? Because it doesn't seem like that. It's like, you come back to me and tell me what you need and I'll tell you what I'll give you kind of situation. That's not gonna work. Go to other towns. Look at their programs. Passaic, Garfield, Clifton, Hasbrook Heights, Inglewood. Yeah, you need to take a real good look at yourselves here because you're talking about the kids of Hackensack. They've already been denied what? No middle school sports? No middle school sports. No freshman sports. But now you're going to take away the summer league? Are you kidding me? I think you need to have this conversation again. And the promotion part would lay upon the people who would run the program. But I think you want to put it back into the recreational part, and they don't have a clue of how to run a basketball program. So here we are again, money. Conversation we had. Who handles your person who's handling that department? She's not equipped for that. She don't know nothing about sports. What she is a token that will listen to you guys of what not to give to the recreation department. That's what she is, unfortunately. This is a woman that works, DPW recycling part-time and have a department head program? That's 2 jobs.
Ms. Rucker,
You trying to save money? What are we doing here?
Ms. Rucker, we're over time. You can wrap up your point, though.
So what are we doing here?
No, hold on. I got it. Okay. Thank you.
Good evening, Marty Smith, Prospect Avenue. I'm a member of the Condo Co-op Advisory Board.
Good evening.
I'd like to report that the flashing pedestrian crossing sign at Prospect and Berry Street is finally back in working order after being out for several months. So I think that intersection will be safer now with that back in order. Secondly, the street identification sign at Prospect and Golf Place is missing. I don't know if there was an accident on that intersection, but that sign should be replaced to help identify that intersection. Item 3, I asked at the last council meeting if the council had a scheduled date for the installation of crosswalks and flashing pedestrian crossing signs at the intersection of Anderson Street and Union Street. And at last month's meeting, you said not at the time. Do we have any date now set for that installation?
I'll ask the manager. You can continue with your comment. The manager's taking notes.
Okay. I read where you are going to do upgrades for Atlantic Street. We have a couple of problems there. About a year or a year and a half ago, a very large pedestrian crossing device was installed at Atlantic and Prospect that overhangs Prospect Avenue. That device must have cost thousands of dollars to purchase and to install. And I'm afraid to say that that money was totally wasted, for the simple reason that there are not that many pedestrians who cross Prospect Avenue at Atlantic on a daily basis. That device should have been installed on Prospect at Thompson Street, which is 1 block south of Atlantic, and where our committee estimates that between 50 and 100 pedestrians use that crosswalk on a daily basis. Now, I don't know if it's feasible to disassemble this device and move it to Thompson Street, where it would be of greater use to a larger number of pedestrians on a daily basis. The other factor we have concerning Atlantic and Prospect is that during rush hour traffic can back up north and southbound from Beach Street to Atlantic Street and from Essex Street to Atlantic Street. We have a lot of drivers who don't have sense enough to keep intersections clear. So what we really need at that location are flashing stop signs that would give drivers exiting Atlantic Street onto Prospect an opportunity to make their turns more safely. And at the same time also have the traffic department paint a box on the intersection and signs that say, "Keep intersection clear." Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Mr. Smith.
How you doing, sir? I'm Jameer DeFreitas. I'm a DPW worker, born and raised here. I've been working here for about 2 years. I love working for my town. I'm born and raised here. But I have to speak on behalf of my employees as well. It's hard to live in this town when you don't make that much money. My daughter was born about almost 2 years ago, and I had to work 2 jobs just to maintain my household. And for someone that works for this city, I don't think it's a reason for me to work 2 jobs when I have a city job. No, I was told that if I want more money, I have to go get my CDL. I'm in the process of getting that. And when you look at the step guide, there's no growth at all. So on behalf of my fellow employees, I believe there needs to be some type of change in here immediately, or you're going to see a lot of employers leave. And we take care of this city. I have my uniform on right now. I wear this proudly, and I want to continue working for my city and being taken care of in the process. That's pretty much all I got to say.
Thank you. Anyone else from the public wishing to speak? Okay. Seeing none, motion to close to the public. Oh, I'm sorry, yes? Oh, okay. I got thrown off. There were lots of hands up, but no one was coming forward. I
totally apologize.
school triggered. No, you're good.
I wasn't, but, then again, them guys.
better for them guys. I want better for them. I want better for them. I come here every day. I even tried to speak to the manager today. He didn't call me. So, he know, I even gave him the number, he didn't even call me. Right, so I don't even look for help for them no more. Because it ain't no help. Like I always say, they together. These guys need help. I'm the only supervisor. It shouldn't be the only supervisor. I got over 40 employees. I'm the only supervisor. When they ain't there, who the supervisor? You want to be the supervisor today? You want to be it? That ain't how it's supposed to go. That's not how it's supposed to go. This man been here 20-something years. He asked to assist me to be a supervisor. They won't even give it to him. Why they not giving it to somebody who's been here 20-something years? He know the job better than me. But it's sad because they depend on me, right? I got to give them orders, but sometimes I don't feel like I want to give them the orders. I'm just going to be honest, because you ain't treating the guys fair, right? You ain't giving them nothing. You ain't trying to give them nothing. You ain't trying to help them grow. It's sad. We ain't under the same union. You know, I'm under a different union. But it's just my genuine wanting to do right. I came here to do right. I'm on morals and principles. That's what I'm about. I don't want to cut corners. I don't want to say give me more and don't give them more. That's not what I'm about. I can't live like that. I won't even be able to sleep, right? I just want right for the guys, and it bothers me every day because it conflicts with the relationship we supposed to have, but because they believe I could do more. I can't. It's nothing that I can say to anybody in the building to help these guys. They need help, like the brother just said, right? I know we ain't trying to get rich. Ain't nobody trying to get rich, but someone wants to get compensated for their job. We get out here and we do the job hard every day, with less. They don't see us. Y'all guys don't see what we do every day, right? We was just down 4 vehicles the other day. Anybody know that? Ain't nobody gonna talk about it. 4 vehicles, right? I got to get the mechanic that's sitting back there. He work all day. I'm surprised he here. He should be asleep because he works all day on vehicles. You got like 3 or 4 mechanics that got to take care of 300 vehicles in the city, right? I don't get it. I even hate asking them sometimes. You can ask him. I go, hey, Mike, I'm sorry. Hey, I'm sorry, man. I know you're tired. You got something to do. I got a vehicle that's coming. It's broke. I really need to get it back out there. We got a brand new truck in there. They saying we can't use it. Why not? They said they got to come and they got to come here and they got to get a signature for us to use it, right? Brand new vehicle. Well, I bet you're gonna be I don't get it. You got 4 vehicles down, and you got a brand new vehicle right here, and we still can't use it. I'm not understanding. I never get any good feedback from me because I want to be honest. No one. It's like the people don't like the honest people. Like if I want to bend the rule a little bit, then it's okay. But if I be honest and I speak the truth and I'm speaking fact, they want you to just shut up and tell them what to do. That's just what it is. That's just what it is. Listen, in my heart, right, I know how to be something else, right? I know how to be it, but that's not what God want me to be.
I know that's right.
That's not, so I walk and I stand on truth. I ain't afraid of nothing. That's because of my truth. I stand on the truth. That's why I'm never afraid of anything. But these guys need it, and I need to be able to see these guys grow. Like them positions they say, like I told you, when that snowstorm came, I told them I had a plan. Go get some private vendors. They told me they can't get private vendors, right? You put 3 trucks in each section. I put a labor in the truck with the truck driver. He showed them the route, which way to go. My plan ain't go nowhere, right? So I don't want it to make it, because it seemed like when something happened, they wanted to make it seem like DPW. No, we have answers. Nobody's listening. Just like we talk about with the inspector. We ain't got no inspector, right? We may see somebody might be riding down the street and see something because that's on their way, and then want to call and say, hey, tell them guys to pick that stuff up over there, right? No, you need someone who's actually riding and getting this stuff when we are out here in the morning. I got the guys, I got the plan, I draw the plan out, I gave it to them. No one want to listen. But again, when we see things, I want you guys to know, it's not DPW. DPW is trying to find solutions, but no one's listening. And I done gave it already. I gave it. No one's listening.
Sir.
No one's listening.
Sorry, I don't want to interrupt you.
It's all right.
No.
It's all right. It's all right.
So, excuse me.
I don't mean
Thank
to
you.
interrupt, but Mayor Reed, we're kind of fed up.
I understand. Listen. I completely understand, and I want to be clear. As someone who is a public employee who sometimes has to go before a body and have 3 minutes and get dinged and be told the time is up, go sit down. Anyone who's spoken from DPW has had far above the amount of time that was allotted for today. So, time is all I can control in this moment. so I can give you the time. That's what I can give you today. So what I want to make clear is that in terms of personnel, we hear everything that you're saying. And some of the things that have been described, a lot of the things that have been described are things that sound like they are systemic things that are for years, decades, and I understand that you would like to see some action. What I'm going to ask for is for just a little bit more patience, particularly because some of these things, for the five of us, it is the first time that we're hearing about some of these things. So while I understand that they've been raised and they've been re-raised and they've been re-raised, and I get where you're at, but different ears. So what we will do is we will talk with the city manager, in whatever form is most appropriate, even if it's in a capacity where we can just listen and not be able to respond because we have a certain jurisdiction. But in terms of the things that you are raising, I appreciate, and we all appreciate, you coming forth and bringing them, because I know it's not easy, because I've done it. I do it. So I know it's not easy. But I thank you for raising it and ask that you continue to raise issues so that they just catch our ears and catch the ears of the public. And the last thing that I'll say on it is I understand that you all are our employees and we have a certain responsibility to you, but many of you are also our residents and we have a responsibility to you in that regard as well. So again, I hear you, we hear you, we'll confer with the manager, and the manager will set something up set up a meeting to discuss so we can have a more robust conversation about this where there isn't the time limit. All right? Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for coming forward. Anyone else from the public wishing to speak?
Just get it done.
Okay. All right.
Tell the truth, shame the devil.
Mr. Tolstoy, were you in this section or the other section? I don't remember at this point. I've lost track. Is this section? Okay, yeah, I think you were already up for this section, sorry. Anyone else, any other member of the public wishing to speak? Allison, do you have the name of the supervisor just for the record that spoke, or do you need it? Okay. Sorry, I don't know if it's still here. Okay, we'll get it. All right, okay, motion to close to the public. Thank you.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Any opposed? Any abstentions? Okay. City Manager, I'm going to let you go and then we'll...
Yeah, thanks. I just really wanted to address Ms. Rucker again. She and I had a very good conversation on the phone the other day, and I tried to explain to her that the city of Hackensack did not cancel the Summer League basketball program. The Summer League basketball program at Carver Park was run by Common Elite, which is a separate organization. They had run it for the past year or two. They wanted to run it again this year. When we looked at what happened last year, the arrangement that we had last year, which was different mayor and council, different recreation superintendent, different city manager, the arrangement that was in place last year was that the city somehow was paying half of the referee fees for every game. Mind you, there was 34 teams in this summer league, and only a handful of them were from Hackensack. They were all out-of-town teams that were paying $550 per team to play in this summer league, and the city of Hackensack footed half of the bill for that. So it was costing the city residents quite a bit of money to run this summer league program for 30 out-of-town teams. Fast forward to this year, we wanted the program to succeed, we wanted it to happen, but I also will remind you, the rec runs a regular basketball season, as they do every other sport. The regular basketball season is not in the summertime, it's in the fall. So it's not that we don't run basketball, but that's our recreation season, is in the fall, just as soccer is in the spring and track is so forth, and football, baseball. So to say that we canceled the Summer League basketball program, it was never a recreation program to begin with. It was a Common Elites program that the recreation previous administration somehow partnered with them, although it ended up costing the city and the residents quite a bit of money when they were taking in quite a bit of money from 30-something of these teams, paying $550 each to play in it. So I just want to make that clear. So this year we sat down with Common Elite. We wanted the program to be successful. We actually said, you run the program. We will give you the park, both basketball courts, 7 days a week, and the M&M building as your backup if it's too warm or if it's raining. And all we asked for is $1,000 to, at least we could say that we got permits for it, so that if any other resident was looking to utilize the park or the rec center, we could say it's already permitted out to the Summer League basketball program being run by Common Elite. They came back to us and said that they couldn't put it together for the full summer months. They were going to ask if we could just do it for a full month. I said, no problem. We'd still love to see it happen. Just give us the $500 then so that we can at least permit it out. It would be for a month of both basketball courts, the M&M building as its backup. And we just found out yesterday that they wrote me an email and said that they weren't able to put it together and they were canceling the program. So I just want to make it clear, it wasn't the city that canceled it. It was Common Elite that couldn't make it work on their end, and I applaud them for trying to make it work. And I met with them and I know them, but they unfortunately, for whatever reason, weren't able to put it together. But the city supported it fully. We just couldn't support it with taxpayer money because it was 30 teams from outside of the city. That didn't make sense for the city to pay that kind of money. So I just wanted to clear up some of the facts so that you all know that. So thank you.
Thank you. Okay, Deputy Mayor.
Hello, everyone. So before we wrap up tonight, I just want to take a moment to congratulate the students from the Hackensack High School indoor and spring track teams who are being recognized this evening. Your achievements are a reflection of the hard work, discipline, and determination you've shown throughout the season, and they should all be proud. I also want to recognize everyone who received a proclamation tonight. Each honoree, organization, and group we celebrated represents the very best of our community, and we are grateful for the positive impact you make every day. So as I was sitting here and I was saying, oh wow, we have so much good stuff going on in Hackensack, and we do. But, you know, with that, we also have to sit here and listen to the other side. And we did, and we hear you. And as the mayor pointed out, we hear everything that comes to this podium, and we try to do our best. We've been here just about a year, and we've tackled a lot of different things, and we've made some headway, and we've done some good stuff. We've done a lot of good stuff, and we're not done yet. And but we promise you that we will try to make the best out of everything that comes our way and try to deal with it the best way. Okay. So that being said, On behalf of the council, thank you to everyone who joined us this evening, our honorees, families, friends, coaches, volunteers, and residents. Again, congratulations. Please have a wonderful evening and a safe trip home and a great night.
Thank you. Councilwoman.
Before we close tonight, I want to speak out.
Is your microphone on?
Before we close tonight, I want to speak out about what our community went through on Saturday. The storm that swept through Hackensack was frightening, sudden, and unlike anything many of us have seen here. Trees came down, homes and cars were damaged, and for a moment, our city felt shaken in a very real way. Some reports even suggested it may have been a tornado, which is hard to imagine until you see the aftermath with your own eyes. As difficult and unsettling as the damage has been, we are profoundly grateful that there were no reported human casualties. Property can be repaired and trees can be replanted, but safety of our residents is always our greatest concern. I want to thank our first responders, DPW, our city manager, and every neighbor who stepped up to help clear debris, check on others, and support those who needed assistance. Moments like this remind us of the strength and resilience of our community. And we will keep showing up for one another just as we always do. As we move forward, let's hold on to the gratitude that everyone made it through safely, and let's continue to support the neighbors who are still cleaning up, still repairing, still recovering. Hackensack is resilient because its people are resilient. Just a reminder, that's all I have to say on that, and I just want to remind everyone, as the city manager has mentioned, that good news is we have Juneteenth coming up, the celebration, this Saturday at Carver Park, and I hope to see you guys there. Thank you.
Councilman.
Thank you, Mayor. Good evening. I can't believe, but we are officially wrapping up our very first year. It's now official. I wish, that we had end up tonight's session in a better note, but the fact that we just heard the report, the concern from DPW is really concerning. The only thing I can say on my end is rest assured that we listen to you, and some way, somehow, we're gonna take care of that. Okay? With that said, I want to extend a sincere thank you to our city manager, Tom Freeman, our city attorney, Richard Malagiri, the clerk office led by Tim and Allison, and all of our department heads. You all keep the wheels turning. To my fellow council members, thank you for your incredible dedication and partnership. This has been a very eventful year, because I remember when the first session after we were sworn in, we had the privilege and we made the decision of rescinding 5 redevelopment projects because they were not in the best interest of Hackensack. Today, almost 1 year later, we are working and we are in progress for a couple of development projects for housing, affordable housing units that eventually we're going to announce. So hopefully it will happen very soon, something that we really need, okay? And also very important is to thank you to all our residents, to everyone who comes out, speaks up, and participate night in, night out. You are the heart of Hackensack. It's been an amazing first year, And I'm so excited to see that we can achieve together what we can achieve together in the year ahead. So thank you all again, and I'm looking forward to see you on the different activities that we have prepared for you, starting with June 19th, 4th of July, et cetera, et cetera. So please keep informed, and let's get together and continue to work together for the better of Hackensack. Thank you so much, and good night.
Thank you, Councilman. Good evening, and thank you to everyone who stuck around till the end. So I just want to echo what folks have said in terms of, once again, congratulations to the Whiting family for having this street. And, you know, Scooter was just a great guy. I was not one of his athletes. I know that may come as a surprise to folks. But just a really smart and considerate and thoughtful person, and someone who just very deeply loved Hackensack. And one of the things that I really take away from him is that regardless of who was in office, regardless of what was going on, regardless of whatever challenges, he truly was someone who believed in the possibility of this city, the future of this city, just incredibly optimistic about that tomorrow can be better if we all work together and have community and help to make that happen. So just a real honor. And again, I just want to say Ruth Neustetter, for those who didn't have the privilege of knowing her, Ruth, just a complete dynamite, a force. It is very cliche to say this wouldn't happen without you, but quite literally the gallery at Hackpack would not have happened without Ruth. She was an advocate. She was someone who curated that space for probably half a decade, maybe a little bit longer, without ever receiving a cent. Just did it as a community volunteer. And if you've been in the Hackpack up until maybe last year, any of the art that you saw, student art, resident art, art from artists around the world, Ruth was responsible for that being in the gallery. And so just want to acknowledge her. I have to say, I'm glad. I think this was a good way to end this first year, honestly. I think it's good to hear what people have to say, and I think it's good to hear, and I know you weren't contradicting that, but I think it's good to hear people's concerns, because that's what we're here for. And one of my takeaways from this meeting is the manager, during his report, read off about a half dozen or so things that people have come to meetings, they've raised issue about, and then there was some level of answer, and in some cases, resolution. And ideally, that's what we'd like to see. A lot of us ran because we felt like people weren't being heard when they came to these meetings. And so we try to hear folks, we try to get answers. The answers aren't always answers that folks like, and I do understand that as well, but at least we try to take the time and give folks the dignity of an explanation and not just do whatever it is that we'd like to do. We'd like to honor our folks who come forward and explain. With that, I just want to answer or address just a couple of things. Ms. Sharif, I'm not sure if you heard, but there was an update. I don't know if you were here for, there she is, thank you. It's the hat throwing me off. I don't know, were you here for the manager's report? There were some updates that he gave about, I think, that intersection of Haynes and Passaic. I don't know if you were here for, okay. All right, so the manager will talk to you after the meeting if you don't mind, but he did have an update on that. I just want to make sure you heard that. Additionally, yes, all the departments do have a budget, but this is one of those things that, speaking about rec in particular, I will say, you know, the budget is adopted almost midway through the year that the budget is in motion. And that's not a Hackensack thing, that's a state of New Jersey thing. And so that's something to me that just, I'm sure someone in Trenton came up with a very good reason as to why that's the case. I don't know if I quite understand it, but one of the things that I think that we can do, and one of the things that we've talked about is saying, what are the programs that we know are going to run? What are the things that we know we have to spend money on, particularly with rec, because rec is something that has a season. There are certain events that you can count on every year. And instead of it being exactly as was described, where folks come and say, this is the scope of a project, or this is the scope of a program that I would like to run, is there money for it? We should be able to, in advance, be able to say, here's what we're looking at for the year ahead. And so I hear that concern, and I use rec only because that was the example that was offered, but I do think that a little bit more advanced planning will go a long way. The other thing I just want to mention also is, do I want to? Yeah, sure. The other thing I just want to mention is in terms of parking enforcement. The ordinances have times. Some of them are, hours, or there's restriction from 2 to 6, whatever the case may be. This is one of those things where sometimes people come to the meetings and they say, you have to better enforce the ordinances. People are parking in my spot. People are parking on my street. This business has people parking illegally, and then I can't find parking when I come home. And then when people get ticketed, people are upset that they've been ticketed. So it's not about revenue. It's about, in some cases, it's about safety. I will say, in my case, in terms of side street, I have to pass down Prospect every day, the end of Prospect between Ross and Spring Valley Avenue, and people park right in the yellow strip, almost to the corner, and it's very difficult to see, and that's at 7 in the morning. And so if you're not supposed to park there in the yellow, I'm not parking enforcement, but to me, that's a 24/7. That's not a when it works for you or doesn't work for you. And it's not about revenue, it's about safety, because many times I have almost been hit by cars that have been parked in dangerous spots. And so these are things that we have to try and balance, but I just want to raise that concern that when we have ordinances, people want them enforced. If you want us to change an ordinance, raise that so that we can discuss that and consider that. But it doesn't make sense to have ordinances that we're going to have a agreement to not enforce during certain hours. We should be changing the ordinance, not just not enforcing ordinances that we have, so that it's fair for everyone. So with that being said, thank you for coming out. Congratulations to the students again. And with that, I'm going to ask, please come to Juneteenth. Please come to the 4th of July. I'm not sure offhand when our next meeting is, but come to everything. All right? Juneteenth is coming up next. All right. With that, I'm going to ask for a motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?